In June of 1996, I stood in the hospital room with my mom while she was told she had a tumor on her pancreas and that it was cancer. When I asked the doctor, okay, what do we do now? He simply looked at his shoes.
I had no idea what pancreatic cancer was. There was no information or resources. The doctor told my dad that he should go home and get his affairs in order. And he died 4 months later. The doctors weren't able to help us, and that feeling of complete helplessness is something that I would not wish on anybody.
There was a researcher that was interested in studying early detection for pancreatic cancer. I came up with this crazy idea, a celebrity black tie gala to get the lab opened at Johns Hopkins. And in February of 1999, the Pancreatic Cancer Action Network was launched.
My task was to create the very first brochure for the organization. There was no binder of here's how you go about it and here's how you do it. I believe it was me actually doing that and fulfilling that commitment that helped to get me the job that I have now as the first employee of the Pancreatic Cancer Action Network.
Pancreatic Cancer Action Network historically has always been an organization that has brought the strongest minds together.
The Pancreatic Cancer Action Network had a lot of foresight when it started a patient services program and it started a research program.
What PanCAN did initially was to develop that research community and to personalize it.
We learned through Know Your Tumor that it is feasible to get tissue from pancreatic cancer patients, to get molecular profiles, and to design trials or targeted therapies that could be effective.
From its inception as an organization, it was founded by people that were personally touched by this disease. That brings a different sense of urgency about what matters and what doesn't matter.
People always want to be part of something that's greater than what they could accomplish on their own. That's PanCAN.
My stepfather, Peter, was diagnosed. His journey ended 11 months later. 6 months after that, my mother was diagnosed. The Patient Central recommended oncologist that dealt with pancreatic cancer more regularly, and now she is a 14-month survivor.
PanCAN was absolutely amazing. The associate would call from time to time and make sure that I had everything I needed and did I need anything else.
Hi, my name is Annalise. How can I help you today? Patient Central Associates serve as a sense of hope for those affected by the disease. What sort of specialists would you be interested in seeing? Life doesn't stop because someone gets a cancer diagnosis.
Purple Stride is the walk to end pancreatic cancer, and it's an event that happens all across the country.
Know it, fight it, end it.
It is a 5K. I'm an event manager, and we work alongside the local affiliates.
The key thing about the Pancreatic Cancer Action Network community is that it gives you hope. It's ordinary people coming together.
The growth is pretty incredible from what it used to be. The number of people that are getting engaged, the number of survivors that are getting engaged.
A great example of our volunteers in action is when we decided that we were going to work on getting a bill passed.
The Recalcitrant Cancer Research Act required that the National Cancer Institute create a scientific framework or a plan for pancreatic cancer. And that in turn has led to new research efforts in pancreatic cancer around those priorities and more funding for the disease.
From the beginning, we knew that advocacy was going to be a big piece of what we were going to do.
To get to take my mother was an incredible experience, just the love, the impact that it had to my decision to be a volunteer. You know, I thought, I got to be a part of this. This is huge.
Hadn't even contemplated doing anything like this.
Look at that smile on your face.
And then I was approached by a couple of pancreatic cancer survivors, looked at Natasha, and I said, let's do it.
Yeah.
When you remove the fear and you fuel everything with passion, you can move mountains. Anything can be done.